So I wanted to talk about this complaint. I've been seeing this because one of my videos went off, edited a scene from A New Hope with what Obi-Wan might have been thinking right before he force ghosted. Actually, let me just play it because it's 15 seconds and I think it slaps.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Okay, so this is it. On Twitter, I put, "This is how I watch this scene now." Me. I'm still inundated by a bunch of different people going in my mentions and saying, it's so funny, like how she didn't care at all about Obi-Wan dying. There's a lot of complaints about Obi-Wan Kenobi, the series, and how it changes canon, but I feel like this is one, I don't want to say stupid, because stupid is a mean word. It's illogical. This is a logical complaint that is shown in A New Hope. Let me explain this. So let's talk about Leia Organa, Princess of Alderaan. The first time we see her is in Rogue One. She's gotten the plans for the Death Star after a freaking battle of Scarif, like high intensity. The next thing that happens is that her ship is boarded by Darth freaking Vader. Right from the start, our girl is going on adrenaline. She is like, I'm on a mission. I'm gonna trust this R2 unit. Fingers crossed Obi-Wan will know what to do. So she's captured. She is tortured by a probe droid. Who knows what else Vader does to her. I believe it was a radio play, the NPR radio play, where they actually had some of the scene of the torture. As a child, I was like, that's scary. So anyway, we have this. Leia's being like a boss, doesn't say anything. And so they try to perform a torture. So I know a lot of people probably forgot about this, you know, it's just a little thing that happens in this movie. Alderaan is completely blown up. That includes her family, her friends, her planet, everyone. And she doesn't cry. Because our girl right now is in fight or flight mode, and our girl is fighting, she's being strong. And I think one of the reasons this annoys me is because it's common knowledge that everyone deals with trauma in different ways. She's alone in her cell after Alderaan, but she's not gonna break down there because her adrenaline is still rushing at this moment. She's still a prisoner. She doesn't know what's gonna happen next. She's sassy to Luke because I think that's pretty much like her coping mechanism. We see her being sassy to Obi-Wan. We only see like real emotion other than anger is excitement when she finds out that Luke is there with Ben Kenobi, which she knows that name and she knows Obi-Wan's name too. That's a whole other thing. So that goes back to after they see Obi-Wan Force Ghost. Luke is sad. Luke's not crying though. Luke didn't really cry over his aunt and uncle either. Leia goes and comforts Luke, which we actually see multiple times is a way that she copes with things, is she comforts other people. We see it with her putting the blanket over Luke's shoulder. Leia even tells Luke there wasn't anything you could have done. Almost like she's telling that to herself too. We see her touching Chewbacca's arm in Empire Strikes Back during the carbonite scene. Oh gosh, I'm just imagining like Han Solo soda. Okay, we see also in like Force Awakens after Han dies, Leia is hugging Rey. Most recently, little Leia takes Obi-Wan's hand, and that's just her character. And some people, they seek comfort to be comforted. When they land on Yavin 4 after they escape the Death Star, she's greeted by Commander Willard, and he hugs her and he's like, "You're safe. We had feared the worst. We heard about Alderaan," and she stops him and she says, "We don't have time for our sorrows." She is a woman on a mission. She is not gonna let her own personal hurt at this moment distract her from saving the galaxy. I guarantee you there is a moment that is off screen between when she is cheering and hugging Han and Luke, celebrating that they destroyed the Death Star, between that and the medal scene where she found like a supply closet somewhere and sobbed her freaking eyes out. Because that's what happens with people. We lose that adrenaline when we're going through something and then it hits us. And then we cry. If you think about it, really, what was she supposed to say to Luke when they boarded the Falcon after escaping the Death Star be like, oh, by the way, I knew him too, I'm sad. Like, no, that's not what a princess does. And usually I wouldn't really mind people complaining because everyone has their own headcanon about things. And I don't want to say your headcanon's wrong. You can believe what you want. You can enjoy Star Wars any way you want. But the reason I made this video is because I'm having a lot of people in my mentions complain about this on a video and a post about me loving something. So I feel like I have to respond in that way. Go off on your own. I think it's a lesson that just everyone reacts to things differently. And have fun with Star Wars because it's a fun thing. That's it for me. May the Force be with you.